All right, man. Let's talk about got some info about Floyd, and then I'm gonna break this video up about the part about Errol. It'll come later on, right? So or maybe before. I can't really. I would probably just go caution on the side. It's gonna come later on. So so for the most part, Floyd Mayweather, it was told to me Floyd Mayweather could have made this fight happen had Crawford signed over here, and here's why. Now we heard rumors that Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, um, could have made this fight happen. Now I'm probably not gonna do a video on this, so let me say this first and foremost. Now I said that Tank Davis the other day, um, and Ryan can happen January 7th. Now they saying that the fight could be moved to December. So they still could be fighting in December. I don't know if Tank legal issues cleared up or what happened, but it says one of the two big fights I told you would be in December. I just don't know which one yet. I know which one, right? So it says a big announcement coming. It's gonna be Gervonta Davis or Ryan Garcia. All right. And so bear with me on this. So it says it looks like Crawford and Spence won't happen this year. Heyman don't have a network to put the money up for the fight. We already know that. See, so I can't say. Hold on, I'm gonna wait on this. All right, here we go. See, a lot of people don't know if but if Crawford would have signed with Floyd, this fight would happen this year. Floyd has something that Al don't have, and that's a good relationship with all networks that will put the money up for Spence and Crawford because they all want Floyd to come back and fight because he brings dollars. There you go. Um, he says Crawford got the ish end of the stick because he left Bob Arum not knowing PBC has money issues. Al Hammond has effed up the relationship with every major network, and they don't want to do business, and they don't trust him, but they trust Floyd. So so there you have it right there. Then it says it's well. I'm waiting on that part to the other video. So the reason why Floyd got trust is because if they get Floyd to write on the dotted line, you know what I'm saying? If they get Floyd to sign on the dotted line, they know Floyd gonna generate a lot of money. Now, what's also being said, now I said this before, but it also links here. What's also being said is that allegedly Al Heyman took the $60 million, the boxing budget, and allegedly didn't put the money. Didn't I don't know? Just allegedly, allegedly he pocketed the money. You know what I'm saying? I said I had forgot that they purses go. Okay, I gotta wait for that one. So they say Blake said, I'm just saying this rumor. Also said that Showtime can't sue Al Heyman because Espinoza was the one paying the fighters' purses after Al Heyman got 60 million. So they have to deal with Espinoza. I know Espinoza was in on that allegedly ish, bro, or he really effing stupid. So it said Blank asked me how did I find out about Espinoza was paying the fighters' purses after Heyman got 60 million. He was like, I never told you about that. I told him I know other people behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Um, so so it's a lot of stuff going on. So apparently the allegedly the boxing budget that they was giving Al Heyman, which apparently was around $60 million, that was allegedly being pocketed by Al Heyman. I say allegedly being pocketed by him allegedly. And Espinoza was paying the fighters' purses. So the boxing budget wasn't going per se for the fighters' purses on the fight. Now maybe it was a grand scheme of paying them the back end money. Now I believe Espinoza was on HBO too, and that's probably one of the reasons HBO probably found out allegedly what they was doing and finessing them out of money. But you got to remember too, the only reason if that's the case, that's true. The only reason HBO found out is because AT&T acquired them, and AT&T looked at everything they was doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that's before AT&T came. Excuse me. So somebody must have peeped what they was doing at HBO, and that's why Al Heyman, part of the reason Al Heyman got kicked off. And eventually Stephen Espinoza left HBO too. I think Ken Hirschman somebody took over. I think Espinoza might have succeeded Lou DiBella. I can't remember. I'm lying. I just can't remember. So yeah, so it's a lot of stuff going down there. Now you be like, well, why would they mind giving him $60 million? Because if they can convince Floyd to come back like he did versus Logan Paul, if he brings so much money, that $60 million is a speeding ticket. It's a speeding ticket. So when Floyd doing these exhibitions outside of Al Heyman, outside of Showtime, now without Floyd, Al Heyman can't do shit with the networks. So when Floyd said him and Al is one, yes. And one of the major reasons that this relationship is going to be salvaged if it can be salvaged between the networks, a la Showtime, whatever, and Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather come back and fight Manny Pacquiao, Logan Paul, or something comparable where he can generate money. And guess what? When he generates all that money, it take a little bit of money, give it to Al Heyman, give him a boxing budget. Now when Floyd not here to generate the money, now it's their alleged scheme is sticking out like a sore thumb. You see what I'm saying now? So now, now they look and say, well, these numbers, now they going being meticulous and looking through all this stuff and saying, well, where's the money going? You know what I'm saying? Now Floyd come back, generate a whole bunch of money. They're not worried about that petty money. So Floyd say him and Al Heyman is one. Al can't do shit with the networks without Floyd. Then what if Floyd can't get in there and box no more at one point? Errol Spence was supposed to be the next nigga up to take that pedestal. That's why Floyd Mayweather was coining Errol Spence to take that pedestal. But the thing about it is, Errol Spence don't talk like Errol. Errol don't talk like Floyd. So what else he gonna really bring to the table? So in fact, he has to go out there and find him a De La Hoya, and that's Canelo. And he could be Canelo, then they'd be in the game. But like I said before, Canelo then blew up so fast because he was oppressing his weight at 154 pounds. So that went out the window. That went completely out the window. So now it's a big old mess because it ain't, it's like, remember you used to find them secret boards on Super Mario World with the key and they go, you do that little thing. Floyd is the key. I got the keys. Floyd is the key. And this fight could have happened this year because Floyd has a relationship with Showtime. And all Floyd had to say, well, that's why it looked like allegedly tanking or rumored tanking Ryan going to fight in December because Floyd got a relationship with Espinoza. And all Floyd got to say is, I'll do it. And I'll come back and fight. You know what I'm saying? Or, they ain't dealing with, per se Heyman. They ain't still dealing with Heyman. But if Floyd come, Floyd, they will do it with Floyd because Floyd got leverage. Because Floyd can come back and fight somebody and generate a whole bunch of money. They're not asking him to come back and probably even fight real fights. They're probably okay with him fighting exhibitions. And that's why you hear Floyd almost talking about fighting Jake Paul in a real fight all of a sudden. That's why you hear him talking about fighting Jake Paul in the real fight. Because they need him to open the doors up back to the networks because Al Heyman got too greedy. Matter of fact, I can't even say he got too greedy. He got too relaxed. He got too relaxed in this position. And some of the things they asked him to do, I think on the Floyd tip, Floyd don't mind coming back fighting for Showtime. But allegedly, one of the reasons he fight, without Al Heyman, he hashing out his own deals. He got that dude from the UK that's helping him hash out his deals. He cutting out Leonard Ellaby and Al Heyman. I heard because he tired of paying them. So when he go overseas, he probably paying that the British dude that making the black British dude that he said that helping making some of them deals. He probably paying him a nice little fee, paying my mans that do the little mitts with him for a nice little fee. And that's it. He cutting Al Heyman out. Because allegedly Al Heyman be paying him. Well, he said it. He's told, remember he was talking about Logan Paul ain't got paid and all that type of shit. Remember he said that Logan Paul waiting to get paid. So I've been cashing checks from 10 years ago. I'm still cashing. Al Heyman be holding his money and investing it allegedly. Well, he hold his money allegedly, invested it allegedly, and accumulate interest on his money. And then paying it out straight. Man, dude. They said Floyd got into some more trouble. In addition, we'll get some trouble. Al Heyman bailed him out again, in addition to the 50 Cent situation, allegedly. He bailed him out again, and Floyd Mayweather, I'll just put it this way, he gave Al all the power. I say it that way, allegedly. He gave Al all the power. You know? But, Floyd got one thing that, got an ace in the hole. He ain't as dumb as he looked. I'm joking when I say that. But he got one thing, ace in the hole. And that's without him, Al Heyman can't get back on TV. Now, if Al Heyman made the fights, you know what I'm saying? If Al Heyman made the fights, this wouldn't be no issue. This wouldn't be no issue. If Al made the fights, this wouldn't be no issue. Because the ratings have been good. They probably would have slid him in. They probably would have slid this man in on regular CBS. His numbers would have been still good. It'd have been solid. He'd have been A-okay. And then they probably still would have kind of wanted Floyd a little bit, but it wouldn't have been as bad. But, apparently, if Terence would have signed over there, Floyd could have just they would have put the net money up for Floyd because Floyd would have came back and fought. Now, without him signing to Floyd, now they want Al Heyman to do all these prerequisites and shit and make all these fights on regular TV. Mel versus Fondora. They want J-Rock Hurd too. They want it's a couple of fights. They want Benavidez and Jamal Charlo versus Benavidez on regular TV, and Al Heyman don't want to do that. In addition to that, they want Floyd to come back and fight in several fights. They want Floyd to come back and fight and fight in some other fights. Instead of Floyd just saying, you know what, in my word, I'll come back and fight. We'll figure it out. Then the fight would have been done this year. Espinosa going around talking about, well, the fight still happened in December. Man, that fight didn't happen in December. They talking about February 5th, and I don't trust that date. Hang around for that Errol Spence video. I don't trust that date. I don't trust that date. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But if, Terence Crawford would have signed over there, the deal would have been done. Because they want Floyd to come back and fight. That's the long story short. So, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live with our video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. I'm everywhere. Just hit the link tree. You can find me. Appreciate everybody supporting the channel. One time. Y'all know what the business is. Peace.